Volvo XC90 2008. Replacement of the Reservoir. So windshield washer reservoir runs underneath and back behind, tire and underneath. A couple bolts in here after we take off the shield. So that'll be first. All right, so as you're taking off the wheel, pull a couple rivets here. They are gonna go up and around. Bolts here. Those are 11 millimeter that are on those sides. I don't know if I really needed to pull this off. I believe I can pull back because here is where your reservoir is. And so as I get some of this loosened here, I'll have some more room. And then it looks like I'll need to drop my front bumper a little bit. As mentioned, took off the front bumper. This sled I already pulled out. One clip here. Come over to the other side, you'll have some bolts here. Might as well pull them out now. Keep your 11 mil. I found some have 12, but should be 11 mil on there. Pull your two pins, I already pulled those out. Your light itself, slide out, just one-handed here. So, slide out. Got one connection here. This, just take a small head screwdriver, right underneath there, thing will pop up and pull out. Okay, so I know there's more detailed videos out there if you'd like, but taking off the front bumper, this will be here, pressed against. Best to have a trim tool that slides in there, but if you don't have one, mine is an 08, so I'm not too worried about little scuffs like these. So flathead screwdriver, small size, so you can fit in there without tearing up everything here on your front, your bumper. Don't forget, when pulling this out, to, I'm trying to get my angle here, undo your floodlights if you have any. It'll just push in and pull out just like any other light. Same thing on this side. This one I have not pulled out all the way yet to show you. This here pulls out, you'll hear a pop for each one of these in there. Slides forward. If your vehicle, unlike mine, may have one pin here, rivet on either side. If it does, it's got a little hole in the middle. Push it in and then pull the thing out. Okay, so here's the bumper off, just so you can see it, how everything looks. One thing I forgot to mention when pulling off, do not forget to unplug your hose, which will plug here to the middle of your front bumper. That does run all your lines to your hoses here, underneath. And the other side, those are for your front headlights. So you're putting this in, and you're here. This is the same shape. You can look and see the line there. That's going to run just like that. I'll go on from underneath and up. When you are under the vehicle, there are bolts. So you will see 1, 2, and then you'll have your back bolt. So when you're underneath the vehicle, you need to go there and there. So as mentioned, you will want an extension. I think I spoke incorrectly earlier. These are all 10 millimeter, not 11. So 10 mil. As mentioned, all bolts pulled out. So now it's nice and loose. You will have your hose. Well, now that I moved it, but connecting right here on there. Your hose is up here. It runs to the back side. So you're gonna want that. Now, that's all disconnected. The only thing holding it now is where we opened this up. You now have access, so we can unhook and unhook. So this will look just like this. These are push-in pieces, just like that. Did need a little more room. This doesn't pull out as far as I thought it would, so I pulled here. Your vehicle may not have been tampered with here. Those are all 8 millimeter. I would advise have a short extension because this one's a little bit deep, but you don't need a whole lot. It's just a little 8, and then that'll give you a little more room to access here. But since I'm in here, you can see this slides up, pulls out. Here's the new. So you go through the old one, make sure you seal all your gaskets, make sure they're in good order. There's no splits, cracking, or otherwise. Mine are in good order, so that's great. Electrical component, this does just pull out. And now I'm gonna put it back in here, and again, straight up from the bottom, splits between here, just like you saw earlier, all the way up, and we'll reconnect the neck. Remember to hook all your stuff back up. These just plug in. I suggest plush this in prior to reattaching this if you did pull your bolts. This, like I said, pushes in. I'll run my black hose from here to the top in just a moment. This here, nothing on the back got unhooked. This wire goes back to where we clipped it. You can push these back or push them in, that way they're out of the way when you put your bumper back on. I would suggest fill this, not completely full, just put a little bit in it, make sure it works. I would not, you do want to put your bumper on first in case testing, if you're on your rotation for it spraying on your front lights, this will spray out wherever you have it aimed. So just keep that in mind when you put everything back together. Don't forget to plug those in. Otherwise, you should be all set and have a nice clean windshield. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed.